Welcome, my dear students. The Meselson Stahl experiment of 1958 is one of the most elegant and important discoveries in molecular biology. By using heavy or 15N and light, that is 14N nitrogen, to label DNA in E. coli, the scientists demonstrated how DNA actually replicates inside living cells. Their careful design, labeling techniques, and density gradient centrifugation provided clear experimental evidence for the semi-conservative model of DNA replication, a foundational concept in genetics. So the target is to determine how DNA is copied, that is whether it is conservative or dispersive or semi-conservative. Firstly, what Meselson Stahl performed, they prepare heavy labeled parental DNA, grow the E. coli bacterial cells for many generations in medium containing heavy nitrogen, that is 15N, so that virtually all DNA bases can incorporate 15N, the DNA becomes heavy. Then switch to light nitrogen in time 0 and generation 0. Transfer the bacteria into medium that contains only light nitrogen or 14N. From this point onward, any newly synthesized DNA strand will contain 14N while the original strands remain 15N. Allow third one is the allow one round of replication, that is after 30 minutes and generation 1. Each parental strands act as template and the new strands made now will be light, that is 14N. Semi-conservative prediction, every daughter molecule is equivalent to one old heavy strand, that is 15N, and one new light strand, that is 14N. So it was the hybrid half heavy DNA. Measure DNA density using cesium chloride gradient centrifugation. Spin the DNA in a cesium chloride solution that forms a density gradient where the DNA bands tells you its density. Heavy is 15N 15N, that is low and present near bottom. Light is the 14N 14N, that is high, located near top, and hybrid is the 15N 14N, that is intermediate and it is middle. Observe result after first generation. A single intermediate or hybrid band appears. Interpretation: all DNA molecules are hybrid, that is one old and one new strand. This rules out the conservative model and which would show separate heavy and light bands. Then allow a second round of replication, that is after 60 minutes, or that is equivalent to generation 2. Each hybrid molecule replicates and each strands serve as template, producing from an old heavy strand a hybrid, that is 15N 14N, and from an old light strand a light molecule 14N 14N. So the semi-conservative prediction, mixture of half light and half hybrid molecules. Observe result after second generation, two bands appear, one light and one intermediate or hybrid. Interpretation, that is matches semi-conservative prediction, and this dispersive model wouldn't give a distinct light band this early. Densities would shift gradually instead. So the final decision is the pattern of bands. Hybrid only after one generation and hybrid plus light after two generations provide clear experimental proof that DNA replication is semi-conservative in nature. So the diagram showing when it was add an excess of 14N containing compounds of the growth medium, so all of the newly made DNA will contain 14N. Incubate the cells for various length of time. Note the 15N level DNA is shown in purple and the 14N level DNA is shown in blue. Here the diagram lies the cells by addition of lysozyme and detergent, which disrupt the bacterial cell wall and cell membrane respectively. Then load a sample of the lysate onto a cesium chloride gradient. Note the average density of DNA is around 1.7 gram per cubic centimeter, which is well isolated from other cellular macromolecules. Centrifuge the gradient until the DNA molecules reach their equilibrium densities. So DNA within gradient can be observed under a UV light. So the results of the Meselson-Stahl experiment, a hybrid DNA band after the first generation and a mix of hybrid and light bands after the second, perfectly match the prediction of the semi-conservative model. Meselson and Stahl's work remains a landmark proof of DNA replication. Each daughter DNA molecule receives one old strand and one newly synthesized strand confirming how genetic information is faithfully copied in every cell type. Thank you.